On April 29, 2023, the only male heir to the Thai royal family, Prince Dipangkorn, celebrated his 18th birthday, signaling potential shifts in the royal succession dynamics. Since Princess Bajrakitiyabha suddenly fell ill with a heart condition at the end of 2022, the royal family has seemed to be in a period of silence, with little to no public drama in the past several months. However, beneath the calm surface, there are subtle signs of change. The status of Princess Bajrakitiyabha, whether she survives or not, has not yet been disclosed, which means the division of power within the royal family is still unresolved. The full impact of this situation has yet to be realized. Even more unsettling, there are reports of another key figure in the royal family passing away, though this too has been kept secret. With a series of key figures passing away, the Thai king and queen appearing unusually diligent and affectionate recently, the young Princess Sirivannavari focusing solely on fashion and staying out of controversy, the soon-to-be adult male heir to the throne, the highly respected Princess Sirindhorn, and the aging, behind-the-scenes power of the influential dowager queen, one can't help but wonder how these developments will ultimately shape the future of the royal family. On December 14, 2022, Princess Bajrakitiyabha, the 44-year-old eldest daughter of the Thai king, suddenly suffered a heart attack while running in Khao Yai National Park and has remained in a coma ever since. The princess is still lying in a hospital bed at Chulalongkorn Hospital in Bangkok. According to foreign journalist Andrew Marshall, she has been declared brain dead and is now receiving ECMO treatment. ECMO is a life support method used when the heart and lungs are no longer functioning properly, essentially keeping a person alive through mechanical support. However, the Thai royal family officially insists that the princess's condition is stable and that the situation is not as critical as reported. Since the incident, the royal family has not provided any updates on the princess's health, and she has not been seen in public or made any appearances. The entire situation seems as if the royal family is hoping to let people gradually forget about the matter through this prolonged silence. Journalist Andrew is certain that the royal family is simply delaying and unwilling to publicly acknowledge the death of Princess Bajrakitiyabha. This concealment is likely due to the various factions within the royal family vying for power. Everything was initially balanced, but the sudden death of the princess disrupted that balance. As the heir to the next generation of royal power, she was potentially to become the regent, making her a significant figure within the royal family. Naturally, this has further destabilized the balance. Currently, one of the most crucial figures in the royal power struggle is the Thai king's only son, Prince Dipangkorn, who celebrated his 18th birthday and came of age on April 29, 2023. As the only male heir to the Thai throne, it was originally a foregone conclusion that Prince Dipangkorn would eventually become king, a development that seemed inevitable and unstoppable. However, his situation is unique. According to foreign media, he was conceived through in vitro fertilization and has some developmental issues and possible health conditions. Some royal staff members have even mentioned that he may have autism. His background is also complicated. His mother, Srirasmi, the king's third wife, was discarded and disowned after falling out of favor with the king, and she became a nun. The mother and son have not seen each other for nearly a decade. Prince Dipangkorn has been living in Germany with the Thai king. Still, the king has a harem and leads a life of indulgence, leaving Dipangkorn alone in another luxurious villa, accompanied only by a group of servants for school and daily life. Perhaps because of this, Dipangkorn's performance in public duties has been less than impressive. In the past, he had made some inappropriate moves during public events, such as suddenly hugging his sister from behind, startling Princess Sirindhorn. However, after Princess Bajrakitiyabha's incident in 2022, Dipangkorn immediately returned to the palace and, in the following months, made several public appearances, showing a much more mature and efficient side. Whether visiting his sister in the hospital alone, attending public duties with the king and queen Suthida, or discussing Buddhism with masters, he appeared competent, as though he were ready to handle responsibilities independently. His frequent public appearances, especially after Princess Bajrakitiyabha's incident, led some people to speculate, is the king rushing to support this son? The main issue is that, aside from Prince Dipangkorn, there are no other viable heirs to the Thai throne. Currently, the king's legitimate children are just two, Dipangkorn and the almost entirely uninvolved young Princess Sirindhorn. Aside from occasionally participating in royal events, Princess Sirindhorn spends most of her time focused on her fashion career. Over the past decade or so, she has frequently appeared in the front row at fashion shows. She is also a fashion designer and has worked behind the scenes for top brands like Dior, Armani, and Bulgari. When talking about her past internship experience, she said, "Working for these brands helped me gain confidence and gave me a very sharp eye, allowing me to work at the highest level in the real fashion industry." It's hard to imagine how tough the young princess's internships could have been, but these experiences have certainly contributed to her development in the fashion industry. In 2005, she founded her eponymous brand, Sirivannavari, and in 2023, she brought the brand's autumn-winter collection to Paris Fashion Week. During this period, one could almost make a movie titled Sirivannavari in Paris. At the Ritz Hotel in Paris, she showcased her designs to the media and buyers in the Gilded Salon. The princess is also very ambitious about the future of her brand. "I want to go back to Paris. My brand can't just have one season. I have a plan, and I want to become a very successful designer. I'm a fighter, and I want my designs to be seen in department stores and shops. What's important is the brand and the clothes, not my identity. I also want to show people that a princess can be successful. This is me, and I want to work." Whether the brand or the identity of being a princess is more important is a matter of personal perspective. However, it is clear that she has a deep passion for fashion and is fully focused on it, showing no interest in matters related to the throne. Part of her approach may stem from her unique background. As a child, she, along with her mother and brothers, was exiled by the Thai king. At the time, the king heard a fortune teller say that his youngest daughter had good luck, and there were rumors about her being a guardian spirit of the country, so she was brought back to Thailand and raised almost as a good luck charm. However, the king would never allow her to have any connection to the throne, because her mother, Yuvad Haida, was the king's second wife, who was deposed, and she has 4 full brothers who are in exile overseas. Allowing her to get close to the throne could set the stage for the return of the 4 sons the king had exiled. Since 2023, the Thai king has drastically changed his previous hedonistic behavior, becoming unusually composed and not causing any trouble. He has been quietly attending events with Queen Suthida, likely aiming to stabilize external appearances and focus on resolving internal issues. During this period, the number of events he attended could rival the entire year's worth of activities from previous years. After Princess Bajrakitiyabha's incident, he and Queen Suthida began a busy schedule. The two of them jointly presented swords and diplomas to graduates of the Royal Police Cadet Academy. They also celebrated the Lunar New Year together. In February, the King and Queen hosted a grand Buddhist ceremony. A few days later, they attended the opening ceremony of the Royal Agricultural Research and Development Centre. There were numerous events to attend. On March 6, during the Maka Buchar festival, the King and Queen visited the Emerald Buddha Temple at the Grand Palace to participate in the merit-making ceremony. On April 6, which marks Chakri Day, Thailand's equivalent of National Day, the King and Queen were required to make an appearance. During this time, the King's face appeared somewhat tired, but Queen Suthida looked radiant, with great makeup, hairstyle, and overall condition. At this point, some may be curious about what happened to the royal consort Saninat, who once posed a strong threat to Queen Suthida's position. She has been missing for a long time, with her last public appearance being at the end of 2021. Since then, there has been no news about her. No one knows if she is alive or dead, whether she was sent to the Cold Palace, or if there is any good news. The silence surrounding her disappearance might be the most terrifying thing, even more so than when she was previously imprisoned. Regardless of the reason for her disappearance, the likelihood of her returning to the royal family is now very slim, as the king is already too busy trying to manage the current situation to worry about anything else. It seems that the Thai king might truly be experiencing a streak of bad luck. An even more unexpected event occurred. a key figure in the royal family has passed away. According to a foreign journalist closely following the Thai royal family, Princess Bajrakitiyabha's mother, the king's first wife, and the maternal niece of Queen Sirikit, Princess Somsawali, passed away shortly after her daughter's incident. Although this news cannot be confirmed, it is not entirely impossible based on common sense. We previously mentioned that Princess Bajrakitiyabha and her mother, Princess Somsawali, held high positions but had rather tragic experiences. Particularly her mother, Somsawali, whose family background is nearly unmatched, is supported by two of Thailand's top aristocratic families. Her father was the older brother of Queen Sirikit, and her mother was the daughter of the Yukhun family. For the honor of her family, she was arranged to marry her cousin, King Rama X, when she was just 20 years old by her aunt, Queen Sirikit. The king's character is well known. He was a cold-hearted, promiscuous playboy who married Somsawali under pressure from his mother, but in reality, he never truly liked the girl. But Princess Somsawali had to bear immense pressure because she was expected to produce heirs for the royal family. In such an environment, her first pregnancy ended in a miscarriage due to the enormous stress. When she was pregnant with Princess Bajrakitiyabha, it was her second pregnancy, and she was so far along that she couldn't even get out of bed. As soon as she became pregnant with the princess, King Rama X moved out and began living with a young star, having children with her. While she was in the palace, risking her life to give birth, the king was outside indulging in affairs. Not only did he cheat during her pregnancy, but after she gave birth, he forced her to divorce him, almost humiliating her in the process. No matter how high her aristocratic status was, she couldn't compete with the royal family's only male heir, so she had no choice but to divorce. Because of her top-tier aristocratic background, she was able to remain in the royal family as one of its representatives. Her only hope left was Princess Bajrakitiyabha, and raising her daughter and fighting for more power on her behalf seemed to become her obsession. Previously, the mother and daughter often attended events together, but perhaps due to health issues from Somsawali's younger years, her physical condition became worrying, and she suffered several strokes. Even though she was left paralyzed in a wheelchair after the strokes, she still had to accompany her daughter to perform royal duties. This may have been to add weight to her daughter's pursuit of power, and her presence also served as a natural link between the aristocracy and her daughter. However, now all of this has dissipated with the sudden incident involving the princess. For a mother who was already physically weak and always thought of her daughter first, losing her child could very well be the final straw that breaks the camel's back. Princess Bajrakitiyabha is a key figure in the royal family, and her mother, Princess Somsawali, was the crucial link between the royal family and the top aristocratic families. If the news of Somsawali's death is true, then the consecutive incidents involving the mother and daughter would cause even greater damage to the balance of power within the royal family. The aging Queen Sirikit, who has remained behind the scenes, is now also facing the risk of her power being weakened. She, along with Princess Bajrakitiyabha and Princess Somsawali, was originally part of a natural chain of interests. They shared a blood relationship, and with her strong desire for power, Queen Sirikit could have used this chain to support her granddaughter's rise, ensuring the family's continued wealth and prosperity. But with Princess Bajrakitiyabha gone and Princess Somsawali also gone, Queen Sirikit's control over the throne and the aristocracy has been diminished. After a series of purges, it's uncertain how much power she will have left. Now, it seems that the most viable candidate to maintain a competitive edge and hold power is Princess Sirindhorn, who remains emotionally detached and focused solely on her work. Although Princess Sirindhorn lost the battle for the throne to her brother when she was younger, she remained humble in victory and resilient in defeat, dedicating herself to her career for decades. Regardless of any external changes, she has managed to maintain a firm grip on power. Previously, foreign media speculated that after King Rama X's death, Prince Dipangkorn would become the next king, with Princess Bajrakitiyabha serving as regent. Now that Princess Bajrakitiyabha has had her accident, it seems not difficult to guess who will ultimately hold the power. However, what makes the Thai royal family so unpredictable is the constant possibility of unexpected changes. Until the very end, no one truly knows the outcome. We'll just have to wait and see.